couple of days, and I haven't gotten much accomplished. It seems like this weather is just like dreary and blah. Hang on, and I'll show you. The clouds are just hanging over us everywhere, and it's a bit dreary. So I haven't really gotten a lot done. Housework as usual, naps, and just like blah blah blah. The girls have played inside outside for the last couple of days, and they are happy that it stopped raining, but they have been trudging in all of the hay into the yard, that's in the yard, into the house, and mud, and I'm getting ready for company, which is a surprise because nobody even knows about it. So yeah, so it's been quite a dreary day. Some days are just like so overwhelming, and I know most of you guys don't see that, because usually when my day gets overwhelming, which is almost every day, but when I get tired and I'm just overwhelmed with things, then I just don't do a video. But I noticed the other day, earlier today, no, don't go barking at the car. I've noticed earlier today that one of the channels I'm subscribed to and I watch, he was talking about how he's had his problems have been, his life has been overwhelming the last couple of days, and not to feel left out and things. And yeah, I understand that. I'm the same way. I just don't share a lot of that. So I just figured I would pop on here real quick and just say hi to everybody and let you know that there's a lot going on. I've got a lot of things that are growing, so that's always good and exciting. My allergies are still doing this thing. The pollen count has been outrageous. And, I've been thinking about what are the things I'm going to do, for not necessarily what crops I'm going to grow, but how am I going to grow them? Am I going to trellis them up the fence we have? Am I going to build some sort of a trellis? Because we have the tomatoes this year. So, of course, the tomatoes that we have are indeterminate tomatoes. So that gets stressful too. And if anybody knows me, you would know personally that I overthink everything. Like, there is so much that I overthink. Like, I've been thinking, okay, well, I got to build this trellis for these tomatoes. Holy Hannah, this guy's flying through the trailer park. Holy moly. Dude, you're going to bottom out when you're in a van. Not a smart idea. I feel sorry for that car in a couple of years. But anyways, it just seems like I overthink things, and then then I get frustrated because then I can't figure out how to make things work, and I'm sure there are other people out there that do the same exact thing. So don't feel like you're alone. That's part of my bipolar and the labels that they have labeled me with. And, it happens. So I have been thinking that I want a laundry line in the backyard, which is actually our side yard. And I've been trying to figure out how am I going to do that, because we do have the clay soil here, and we've got a lot of that orange clay, and the ground is very rocky. It's frustrating because I don't really have a lot of tools to do the things that, like, I'm going to have to dig a hole if I'm going to have a laundry line. And so, with having a laundry line and digging a hole, then I have to pour the concrete. Well, I have no idea how to do any of that. So I've been watching different YouTube channels on how to do it, what to use, what concrete or cement, and there's so many different varieties. And then of course the manpower that it's gonna take, and I'm not that strong. And with me getting older, it seems like if I don't keep up on my health, then my muscles just don't want to work right, or with all the health problems, it can be frustrating. For me, it's very frustrating and very overwhelming. But as you've seen on my channel, I'm Relentless Growth. So somehow, some way, I'll figure it out. I might drive myself nuts for the next couple of weeks trying to figure it out and overthinking it all until I make an actual decision. And then, of course, it comes with the finances and how are we going to pay for it. You know, the last couple days has been rainy and everything. And Chance, stop! It's just a little boy playing with his ball. Stop it. So, you know, we've been in this trailer park now 7 years, going on 8 years in July. And we moved here as a stepping stone. This was supposed to be a stepping stone to get established in this state, get on our feet, find what we wanted, and, save up money and purchase that place, and then move forward from there. And since then, we have ran into obstacle after obstacle, and so of course I don't know how to grow in this clay soil, and the trailer park doesn't let us do much in the ground. So I've learned how to grow our crops in the grow towers and in pots. And of course, then from where I come from, is totally different weather than here. So I've had to learn how to do that and how to not have all of my crops burn or get scorched by the sun or dry out from the heat. So there's a lot of obstacles, but I'm not giving up. I'm just figuring ways around it, figuring ways to overcome these obstacles. And I have another dog that wants out. So, I mean, I have accomplished quite a bit, and I achieved growing lettuce all season long. I mean, from last spring through the summer and then through the winter, I still haven't figured out how it didn't die from the cold, freezing temperatures, but it didn't. And it's still alive. And every time I look at it down there, it's just like, how in the world is it still alive? I have no idea. Can we zoom in? Yeah, look. She's still alive. You can see in the center, I just harvested one of the heads, and it's all one seed, but it's put off multiple heads now. So I harvested one. It was a little bit bitter, but it was still delicious. And like, I don't even know how I did it, but I've accomplished that. So, and you don't necessarily always have to know how you've accomplished things. The feeling of accomplishing something is always a good thing. Wow, those trees behind me look like they're full of snow, and they're not. They're actually completely dead, and so it's just, and then we've got other ones that are just now thriving. So, yeah, sorry, got distracted by shiny things and squirrels. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and say that I'm still continuing to go one day at a time and not give up. I try to not get too overwhelmed, by the time that the evening comes, I just want to sit down and relax. So I don't do a lot of evening videos or evening recordings. I was going to do a recording and then post it, and I figured nuts to it. I'll just go live real quick and touch base with everyone and go from there. So this is just an update. Hey, can you please leave that neighbor alone? Leave that little boy alone. Come on. I said no. He just wants to go play with his friends. Leave him alone. So, yeah. Just a quick update letting you know. Yes, it's been gloomy the last couple days. I think we're out of the thunderstorms. They've been predicting thunderstorms and scattered rains all day today and yesterday. We did have quite a few good storms yesterday. So we've got more rain collected and everything. So that's always good. We have rainwater, and now we're trying to figure out how to build or to find someone who can pour a slab of concrete so that I have something to put my water barrel on, because Ben got me a new water barrel for, every time I push that button it comes forward first. That's my new water barrel for my birthday. So I'm excited about it. We just have to figure out how to get it level so that it stays in shape and everything and doesn't wither as fast as some of the other plastics and things around here. But like I said, I'm just popping on here for a couple minutes to ramble and let you know that things are still in progress. I am a work in progress, and I'm not giving up. I'm just overthinking things like usual and trying to figure them out and make things work out for me for this year. So, like I was saying, we've been in this trailer park for 7 years. We were supposed to get out of here, and then our old car that's now gone, it broke down, so we had to have another one, and then now this one broke down, so now we had to just now buy another car, which is a real fancy car. And like, we never thought that we would be to the point where we could have a fancy car or even afford one. So we have been very blessed, and then Ben had to have his teeth done. So now we have all of these other bills, and we're like, my thoughts are, we're never going to get out of this trailer park. And the cat is in the yard, so now the dog wants to kill the cat. Come on. I gotta tell you, my life is never dull. Come on. In. So, yeah. Let's go. In. You're not killing the cat. Come on. All the way. Up you go. There we go. Now I gotta brush off my feet because I'm full of mud. Thank you very much. So anyways, yeah. Like, even with all the rain we've had, guys, check out my mud pile. The girls have just trudged the dirt down. I mean, even with the straw that we put down, it's very difficult and overwhelming to try and keep up with everything. But like I said, I'm not giving up. I am stressed because I know now, because of the new car and his teeth, that we're going to be here for a couple more years, unfortunately. But, you got to learn to roll with the punches and just be relentless. Don't give up. There are things that are possible, and sometimes things don't happen when you want them to. But you have to learn to accept that, and it's been a hard lesson for me to have to accept, is that we're not going to be getting out of here anytime soon, but it'll happen when it's supposed to. We will have a home of our own where we can do what we want with the land and grow things and have more space for the girls to run and things in due time. We just have to be patient. And so that's where I'm at. I'm just being patient, trying not to get too stressed or overwhelmed or feel like things will never happen. But, you know, that's the way life is. So just remember to not give up. Remember to be relentless. I see 2 comments. Hi guys, I don't know if I was just rattling and missed your comments or not, but thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, just don't give up. Just keep going. Try and stay strong, and things will happen when it's time, not necessarily when you want them to. So that's what I got for today. Now I got to go in and finish the dishes and try and get the house cleaned up a bit more for our company in the next couple days. So thank you guys for watching. As always, remember, you are someone. You do matter. I love you. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful night or day, whatever it is for you guys. We're going to stay safe, and hopefully this nasty storm's going to pass over us, and we'll see you on the next video. Until then, ciao guys. I got to remember, how do we stop these?